Good evening, everyone. This is once again Logan here with another Logan Community Starcraft event. This is, of course, Game 4 between KillerKane and Stefanovich here in the MSL SemiFinals. So this is, of course, the MSL Code A SemiFinals. My mistake, everyone. And here we are in this gigantic map known as Whirlwind. The red Protoss player here in the top left-hand corner of the map is KillerKane, who went down last game to a pretty interesting Dark Templar play and was not able to successfully counter because planetary nexuses are quite good. And his opponent down here, proving to be very resourceful, is BYU Stefanovich. And now the players have once again made my life more difficult. Now the world is all right again. My mistake, I usually do things a little bit differently, although I had experienced some lag, and so now you're stuck with seeing things like that as my second video output on my graphics card is completely borked. So no more two monitor casting for me. Instead I had to make do with one. I know, poor me. So the big thing to note about Whirlwind is that it's gigantic. Correct direction scout from Stefanovich, or from KillerKane, is actually a huge deal. And also, the early gas, and his opponent still does not have gas. That's a pretty big difference at this point as well. The distance of this map, actually both of them spawning and checking the exact correct area of the map. The big thing with this map is the size and the fact that generally it's much harder to rush because the distances are so great. Also, the back door here is relatively, there's not a lot of airspace around the side of the map to get lots of stuff done in terms of no sneaking around and doing some crazy stuff with warp prisms or dropships. Although there, is in fact, oh no. Okay, he's checking around here, does in fact know where his opponent is. For a moment, was terrified that he had gone the wrong way. It looks like we do have a proxy pylon coming up here from Stefanovich. Really interesting comparison between the Code B tournament so far and the Code A tournament. At least these set of games have been very, very aggressive with huge amounts of almost cheesiness in terms of just throwing down ridiculously close proxy pylons and very varied play. We do have two probes out on the map. One will spot this proxy. It wasn't too hard. It's in the same place that his is for his opponent, and he should be able to take that out. We do have Warp Gate already being researched for both of these players. Stefanovich going for a Stalker first, whereas his opponent went for a Zealot first. And the reason why, as we now see, he was stockpiling all of that gas from both of these gas geysers is for this Stargate. Usually in this map, you don't see... Actually, you do see Stargates. You just see them right here. Proxy Stargates are really popular on this map, and a few others. So continuing to produce things that cost gas is a little bit interesting here. I'm thinking we'll probably see a fast Oracle out of this, although perhaps also Phoenix, because Skytoss versus Skytoss has become pretty popular at this point in time. Two more gates going down. Remember, okay, this will be taken out. KillerKane's probe, does it get the kill? It does not, of course. The greedy Zealot with lightsabers for hands will in fact take that. There's nothing in production from the start. Okay, there is an Oracle. There is, however, a Stalker. So this should be able to get a decent amount done. However, it's not going to get a ridiculous amount done. There's two Stalkers out. This does make it much harder. Oh, and we have a Stargate going down for Stefanovich. We're going to have a Skytoss battle. Oh man, that's awesome. Skytoss is really interesting. Basically, it comes down to control. Mostly, like all mirror matchups, it comes down to control. There's that lack of sleep once again, biting me right in the behind. This Oracle here should... It probably actually won't be able to get in and do very much of anything, provided it, unless it goes all the way down the exact outside. These Stalkers are here, and it should see it. Oh, they're moving out. This is actually a really critical time to be in the wrong place. Oh, he's going to be able to get in. This Mothership Core does not have enough energy. It had to be... Oh, no! Oh, the Oracle. I thought it was going in. It pulled back and stopped. His window of opportunity has been missed. I do believe it is going to be scouted by this mothership core. Yep, he does see it there. The Stalkers should, in fact, go ahead and take care of that. There's an expansion down for Stefanovich. So, oh man, I'm down wrong with the score again. So, I'm going to fix that real quick. I do believe Stefanovich is up +1 against his opponent. This Oracle here is not going to be able to do too much damage. There is now another one. They're just not very good against anything that has armor. So, where are they? They're just hanging out by the mothership core. Both of them hanging out saying, what's up? We do have 5 gates, and an Oracle from Stefanovich is now in KillerKane's base. Can things get crazier? So we had a little bit of engagement back here, but most of it is here. Look at that, 7 kills on that Oracle. Oracle's doing ridiculous amounts of damage. It's actually probably not going to be taken out at all. The Stalkers will not be able to chase it out. And there is, in fact, another one coming in. So all the force is going to be drawn off to the side. He's resumed mining, but will he scout the second Oracle? So proxy... Oh man, it's right here. Where in the world is that? There you are. So close. He's also going to get a good number of kills. There is a Void Ray in production from KillerKane, and that's going to have to do quite a bit of damage here as he's lost so many workers. He is up to 11 workers from just 2 of these. And is he flying, taking all of it? Stalkers? Okay, so he's got a really large Stalker count. His army count is actually larger. And his total supply is roughly the same. So a lot of economic damage done, but does he have enough? I don't know if he has enough to stop an attack. So he might have done the economic damage he needed, but I don't see where his mothership core is. There is a mothership core. Where are you, mothership core? You are hiding out in the back. You do have enough for a photon overcharge. But where's that Void Ray? Where's the Void Ray from KillerKane? He really needs that. There's the planetary overcharge. Photon overcharge to make the planetary nexus. And KillerKane will not be able to take that out. Although the army supply is super small for Stefanovich right now. The Void Ray is going to simply do nothing before it dies. It is now, yeah, it did nothing. And it broke apart like kind of a glass needle. Which is a bit nasty. Good placement here on these. We do have some Oracles now getting a huge damage of their own. So one of them does go down. It was a poor timing, I think, to go down there with the Nexus. Also, I'd like to point out that they have Nexuses with kills now. That's a cool new thing that you can have. Workers lost. Workers killed is a huge number. I neglected to notice that the Oracle had in fact killed off almost all of the workers here, and now we have another counterattack here. And another set of Oracles back here going to town. Both set of Protoss players really hating each other's economy and going to kill all of it. There's nothing here to take this down. And now it's army versus army. Stefanovich has a slightly larger one, but he has a smaller bank. Really comes down to control and how this next engagement goes. There is enough, almost for another planetary nexus or a photon overcharge. He could also recall and do photon overcharge at his own base. KillerKane also has another Oracle, but looks like this nexus is going to go ahead and... Oh, it's not going to go down. He needs to focus it down. It's so close. Okay, it does go down. He does lose quite a bit. The army size for KillerKane is actually larger. Now it's actually smaller from KillerKane. Killer needs to throw down one of those time warps to save those units. This is going to be right down to the wire, everyone. This mothership core does go down. He's no longer able to retreat. But remember, not all of the army... And, oh, here comes all of the additional reinforcements from Stefanovich. And it looks like Stefanovich is going to go up. I think this is going to be 3-1. So I do believe that should be the end of the game. It might not be. If it's not, then I apologize for preemptively calling something. However, there's no picture of me reading a newspaper. This says that I was incorrect about calling the result of some large tournament. Or, you know, something like, say, a presidential election from 40 years ago. Either way, very crazy game. Double Oracle play from both of these players. Both of them killing off so many at 28 and 28, identical. Remember, it's a mirror matchup. It's amazing. This Oracle here going to be able to spend all of its energy taking out this Nexus's shields, and KillerKane throwing down the GG, and quite an entertaining series. And it'll be really interesting to see how the finals here turn out with the very different playstyles that we've seen from these respective different semifinals. So hopefully we'll get to see those here coming up sometime soon as they are played and I get the replays to cast.